13303. You don't have a mic. So can you people on your mic, please?
Hello.
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 Chairman abatago.
Hello.
Paul.
Oh, Paul Neku.
Which of the Paul am I here?
Paul, deputy na Helsinki about autopilot.
Okay. There we
go. Because I'm not man, I'm mute my mic. I never find any quorum when me cook.
Okay.
Dalono.
Ndewo no ndị Igbo.
Ndewo.
Ndewo.
Yeah, man, no.
Ndewo. Chairman, ndewo.
Ndewo.
Gentlemen, all protocols observed. Let's dive deep. Let's dive into this matter. We have the pleasantries are Kariala. Chairman, let's get straight to business. Day one.
Okay, ndị Igbo. Bido with the genealogy of this meeting. Yesterday, Kamuna Jimmy Barankata concerning this very meeting and Emena. But before that, yesterday, a meeting I already. Because I meeting that was again meeting H. Or Maka Henna Igbo. I'm very well now. I am any other homeland apart from Igbo land. Yoku na be here. Be comfortable with what we are doing. But I am relatives, friends. Okay,
go, cancel. I'm busy now. Close the door.
Then, Mona executive with the other Igbo organizations. I reach an agreement that I am meeting. I am a Jua is within ourselves. What is happening? So, when in-depth knowledge, or about the primary purpose of that meeting, of what is happening in Igbo land. I don't know how to go about it. But before that, when two videos they may speculate. One about Simon Ekpa. Lockdown on the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, then 13th. People will take 14th and one lockdown, which is 5 days lockdown. And then another correlating video. Mado Pebe, repeated the same thing I had in that video. And then fatigue. If you come out, if you love yourself, if you don't love yourself, you come out, you die. And after that very video, Obagara Nala Igbo. a lot of people. I say
Can you mute yourself?
Yeah. I say
now, same not this time, maybe the Bua people na leave. Oh, well, okay. I am go series of cases, and they Fulani drove people from Lokbanta, no, me occupy there, drove people from section of Enugu, drove people from those northern axis. Even within the town, they have driven people away. A series of all over Nigeria, rape and killing. But if you Unulanya, most of this rape and killing, Belatala in other parts of Nigeria, or they are live, or they were concentrated. So, yeah, but the second meeting with the hope that after that very meeting, the primary purpose of that meeting, more that meeting, a resolution. Because the we have na Finland. He posted here, and all he have Finland. What people in Finland are doing. First, I said, okay, what got Denmark I to call it because I have Finland where we are living. We associate ourselves from this. For this, no. We first of all will have to speak with Finland, which is someone move here from there. So then Angel was here, they lead the way to what to do, what we can do about that meeting. The design it to this very process, and someone now. So I commend the effort of Mazi Demands because he swiftly got him, and also I thank Simon Ekpa and allow and at least in this very platform.
I don't know. First of all, please, Paul, I have to meet you. The noise is coming from there. Thank those who find their time to come here, irrespective of our busy schedules and your work. Everybody know what is going on in Nigeria, and every one of us here may have one experience or the other from the Nigeria state. And the agitation for Biafra, I have been the chairman of this Igbo Union for complete 4 years, from 2015 to 2019. And everybody here can agree with me that during the time I was the chairman of Igbo Union, at a point, I mandated that nobody should bring the Biafra flag to where Igbo people are celebrating New Year Festival. And at the end of the day, today, I become one of the frontiers of this Biafra movement. The reason I said that nobody should bring the Biafra flag is not because there is nothing like Biafra, or it's not because we are being treated fairly in the Nigeria setup, but because some of us are ignorant, and some of us who are not ignorant, that time I was not ignorant of Nigeria, but I was thinking, like most of you here, who think that Biafra, Nigeria is going to get better. And of course, after that, I was arrested by the spirit of Biafra. And today, here I am piloting and participating and contributing, my own quota to make sure that Biafra people are free. Now, recently, the whole thing is no longer about piloting the affair of Biafra, but we have found ourselves in a very state that is not acceptable by human, where the security of life and property of Biafra people of Ndi Igbo, has been jeopardized. And the only plan and agenda of the Nigerian controlled by Fulani government is to take over our land, kill our women and children. And they have continued to do that. Our people have been killed. And it is not even just that they are killing our people. Political elite, please, everybody should mute, please. The political elite that should be protecting the life of Biafra people and the Igbo people have failed to do that, leading to the setting up of many security outfits and in entire Nigeria. All over Nigeria, everybody is struggling to set up their own security outfit because the Nigeria state has failed. Now, like I said, that it is no longer about agitating for Biafra, but also we have to provide security for our people because of the failure of the Nigeria state. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu set up the Eastern Security Network. And for some of you, like the chairman said now, that they have seen Fulani killings and, in Lokpanta mentioned, the places is mentioned, but now it has reduced. But what he did not mention is those who are responsible for making those crimes to reduce. It is not the governor, it is not the government, it is not those who called you to arrange a meeting without, first of all, reaching out to me, who was your former chairman, to ask questions, since you stressed out that video that propelled you to call meeting is coming from Simon Ekpa, and then another video where somebody said, if you come out, you die. So, the people that made it possible recorded the sources that our women can farm today and go to their farm without being butchered like before is the Eastern Security Network, of which we are in charge of, irrespective of the blackmail and propaganda, which the Nigeria state have always used to suppress whoever rise up against them. So when I saw the meeting called by Kingsley Oji of Igbo Union, chairman of Igbo Union, it is not just a meeting that shows concern. Rather, it is a meeting that were motivated by hate, politically motivated, and by selfish interest. Because if it was not motivated by those things I have mentioned now, you know that both of us live in Finland. So if somebody called your attention as a chairman of a community of Ndibo in Finland, you ought to have contacted me. But what did you achieve? What did you try to achieve in calling such meeting? To share the message, because the propaganda of the state of Nigeria with whoever that have contacted you and other Igbo organizations who have ganged up to fight Simon Ekpa, particularly Simon Ekpa they are fighting. You send the message and push it to the media. The message was being spread across different WhatsApp groups that, oh, Ndibo in Finland are having a meeting to crucify Simon Ekpa. That is the message that is out there. And I was receiving it from all over the world, that Finland, Ndibo, Finland, those people that called you and you had a meeting with, they had ulterior motive. The ulterior motive is so that you are going to discuss and say, let us call a meeting, only for even calling a meeting alone of Ndibo against Simon Ekpa in Finland is what they want to achieve. There is nothing else. And they succeeded in achieving something. So what they achieve is that some of them now know that Ndibo in Finland they are calling meeting for whatever that they are accusing Simon Ekpa and all that. You achieved that. So I want every one of you here who is in this meeting to ask this chairman, as a chairman of Ndibo, we know what we went through. We know he has worked with me, he has worked with many of you here. What he did, was it the right thing? He did not contact me. Personally, he didn't reach out to me to ask me, what am I hearing? What is your own side of the story? Even if he pretended not to know anything about Nigeria. And so I will make it very categorically clear here that the struggle for Biafra is what we are doing. And the Nigeria state managed killings of our people. They even practicalized it. They did it. Military, police have been killing our people, and we cannot just fold our hands and watch them. So what do? We needed to do something that will shake the foundation of Nigeria. And that is why we decided that we must be sitting at home. For the past 1 year, every Monday, we sit at home. This particular sit at home has been fought with every mechanism available to the Nigerian government. They didn't defeat us. The governors came, they threatened the workers that if you did not come out on Monday, you are going to be sacked. People did not come out. They didn't sack them. They threatened them that if you did not come out, you are not going to be paid salary. People did not come out, yet they still pay their salary. For the past 1 year, they didn't succeed. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon. Killings of Biafran people happening in Imo State, in Abia State, where this chairman come from, in Ohofia. In fact, in this chairman community, his own community has banned the eating of Fulani cow, which generated a lot of killing even in his own state. He did not, nobody has invited him from Igbo community to have a meeting. How do we stop the killing of Abia State where he come from? Because they have banned, they are the only community that banned the eating of Fulani cows. I'm talking to you now in the entire Igbo land. When they were being killed, raped their women, he did not call a meeting. But me, I am not a selfish person. I'm not fighting for Igbo nation. I'm not fighting for Igbo. I am fighting for Biafrans, which Igbo people are part of it. So I am not discriminating who I fight for. Whether it is in my village, they kill people. Whether it is in Enugu, they kill people. Whether it is in Anambra, they kill people. It doesn't matter. Last time, 14 young men were killed and massacred by Bubago in Imo State. The people that called you for this meeting did not call you to tell you, do you know that 14 Igbo youth who went for a wedding were slaughtered and massacred by a Bubago security outfit? I didn't see you. You know, what more is more outrage than that? I did not see those people that called you now to call a meeting. But like I said, all these things that is happening now is politically and P2B-cally manipulated, and it is being motivated by the P2B campaign, which cannot replace our freedom. I will have made it very, very clear. So if you are calling a meeting and you have achieved one thing, which is propaganda. Yesterday, the same the same Igbo people that are calling you on a meeting and asking you to call all the meeting of Igbo, go and protest, let us see what we're going to do to Samanekpa in Finland. They were flying the news. Most of you may be happy. Samanekpa was arrested by Interpol. Samanekpa has been arrested while trying to flee to Israel. Samanekpa, and the news was flying everywhere. Only for this morning, the engineer of that, the main pioneer of that news, called Peter Abakalo, a very highly respected editor of the Sun News, all of them, because everybody is desperate for people to be president. He came this morning to apologize. One thing is this: we, the Biafra people, ordered Biafrans to sit at home in protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the demand for Biafra referendum, and to make it very clear that no election of Nigeria election will be allowed in Biafra land. And the Biafra people responded. In that order, we also called them, because of the modus operandi of Nigeria, they will stop at nothing to make sure they blackmail the Biafra freedom, which we are doing. And if you come out, they're going to kill you. It has happened before. This is not the first time they killed Biafrans during the sit-at-home. This is not the first time they killed Nigerians during a protest. They have killed us even from 1998. They have been killing Bosob. From there to 2015, they were killing IPOB 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and up to 2022. We found out a way that when we say sit at home, you sit at home. And because the sit at home is working, what do? They have to now kill those who are coming out. This is not the first time we ordered sit at home. We have ordered sit at home for 3 days. Nobody was attacked. Nobody. It did not have a complete compliance. At least have like 90 to 95% compliance. When the 14 young men was killed in Imo State, we called 3 days sit at home. Nobody was killed. But this 5-day sit at home, considering that election is approaching, Nigeria government came out and began their propaganda. Everybody in Nigeria was awakened by the 5-day sit at home because they know the implication of it. So after all their condemnation, after all their countering order, after all their propaganda, Biafrans sat at home. So in order to discredit it, the few people that came out, they started attacking them. Police officer was seen. It is in the news. So what I'm trying to say here is that you've made references of, you know that they are killing in Enugu, you know that they are killing in Lopanta, you know that they are killing here and there. Yet, the people that are inviting you, telling you to call meeting of Igbo in Finland to crucify Simon Ekpa, did not call meeting. Many women and children have been killed. In Enugu State alone, over 50 people were massacred in Ehamufu. Who stopped the Fulanese? It was us. The people that called you to go and crucify Simon Ekpa in Finland did not make any statement. Over 50 people that were massacred in Ehamufu. The governors did not bring the military. The local government chairman did not bring the military. It was we, the Biafra people, that mobilized ESN. After that community betrayed the ESN security network, we mobilized the ESN to go to that place, and they went there and defeated the Fulani. After they defeated the Fulani, those who survived it, they called to the 82 Division Enugu. The military came there and burned the villages. Was it the Biafran that burned the villages? Why are these people? Where are these people that were having meeting of Igbo leaders and whatever in diaspora? Where are they to tell you to go to Finland and protest the Finland government that people are being massacred in Enugu? Four Corner Enugu, for example, I'm just telling you the things that are public, because there are many things that are not in the public, which we are doing to safeguard our people. Four Corner Enugu, for the past weeks, has been the den of terrorists and killing, kidnapping by the Fulani herdsmen. And this thing was going on. None of you that are calling for Simon Ekpa head, because all of you are in Finland enjoying. I'm here enjoying too. I'm here. Everybody here is enjoying. Nobody is feeding each other. But I'm here. While you are working and doing everything, I am doing this and I'm doing my work as well. Now, we went to that Four Corner, defeated the Fulani, and the same Fulani called to 82 Division Enugu. The GOC of 82 Division begin to summon a security meeting. But in all this killing, in all the kidnapping happening, which is very viral on social media, this particular GOC did not call a security meeting to ask what is going on in Four Corner. It is only when we defeated them. He called a meeting and began to ask, who are those going to that Four Corner to fight the terrorists there? Pump and play in a security meeting in Enugu. So, my people, what we are doing is we are fighting this Biafra freedom and the liberation the way we want it. I am not here to convince you. I'm not here to make you to agree with me, just like I'm not going to agree with you whatever you do here, because I made up my mind to fight for Biafra. But if you think that what I'm doing is wrong, you know what to do. You go ahead with the plan that you have with Igbo communities.
At least I think Kingsley Abisi, former chairman Igbo Union. I think maybe the way the chairman Igbos were covered the thing because maybe or the way he was here. This year, one thing is clear. The yesterday meeting I don't sure no for me I don't sure no well on the link clear up or the meeting, but I remember when they called the meeting, we had that we need to hear from.
He said it here now. He said it here now.
He said that we need to hear from you, but from hearing from you, and I said, and what any meeting I get with that first of all, even to hear from you, because all of us are here. We were once chairman of the union after me, and now he's the chairman. I am not from you. It seems like that now. I ain't again anything. Yes, this Biafra, as you explain it, Mbembo, Ogenachi, you did not allow them, but when you finish, everybody is fighting for Biafra. Everybody will Biafra. Biafra. That is one point. But the issue according to your explanation, it is well explained. However, you said it that among election in Igbo land, this new narrative, because I see the post to keep as well. Only one question in Cholejo. Open election in Biafra land and election na Biafra land. One thing is clear, again, in election na Nigerian state. And open election na Nigerian state, and we did not perform in this election. We did not participate. Still yet, we have not actualized this Biafra. So who is going to lose? Because the Biafra land is the only one vote that we are going to vote for one human being. Vote. I know one with that election. I never go the election at the Biafra land. 100% sure that there must be vote, and even though they did not vote in Biafra land, the vote must be counted, and that guy announced human being as the president, and we are still not yet get what we want. So if anyone thinking I need it now, but in game for now, at least man will problem. There is nobody man and everybody knows, but the situation of the things now warrant for us. This is the only first time our own son Obi never sent us to come and speak. P2B has never sent anybody. P2B has never visited Finland. P2B has never even visited Scandinavia. And the OB is not going to send anybody. But what we are saying is that Obolo na anyị na-support na Igbo land ga-vote n'Obi, ma be ga-vote Atiku, ma be ga-vote Tinubu, whomever they will vote for, a ga-enwelili vote count in Nigerian state. So, mana, the way people hear your order, they obey your order because now Nnamdi Kanu is not around. Maybe when Nnamdi Kanu will be his own order. But what we are saying is that can't we mellow down? Things are so difficult. Our children are in Nigeria, our family are there. 5 days there when we sit at home. Things are difficult in that state, to go to the eastern state. So how can we manage?
Thank you.
If I be even needly from if I be buying Nagini Ekpa, we are not telling you to stop your agitation. We are not telling you to stop what you are doing. There is a time what you are doing. Everybody wants what you are doing to continue doing it. What we are saying now, the game now changes. On a good change here, a change the game. But a good change the now of them will one upper hand the animal. But for this election, there is no how we cannot achieve this Biafra. We must achieve it. But I can achieve here with a substance. And the substance here madu ibayanokwa. So obviously I don't know what you're saying with us. And this thing. Or Bushetima Banyadia with the Tinubu, I got achieve with Biafra. For next 8 years, I am achieve here. I think by 8 years, I never achieve here. So I got them with this killing. So eventually, even my own reason why I want them to call you as a former chairman, and we are not talking to you now. I'm not talking to you as a Biafra agitator. No, I am talking to you as a friend and a former chairman of the Igbo Union, Finland. That is the how I'm talking to you now. As a Biafran agitator, it is pure different because entirely different. But I need to know here. We have to wrap up ourselves. We have to rapport. Rapport one. I'm not saying the one of Mofonia, YouTube na Kogorugaiko. And even the Kubu as a rapport. Can do buying to I gay, buying to do. I could tell you go belle. I could tell you or belle. Achieve because we need to achieve something in this period, this dispensation now. The way it's for, I need no 60%, 70% chance now. So now about my own reason.
Let me answer you first of all, what we are doing is not just about Ndigbo. We are fighting for Odema Ndigbo and of course Biafra in general. So when you say that if we don't have an election in Biafra land, that there will be vote in Nigeria, yes, we know that. But our main target is to make sure that nobody will be elected and voted for in Nigeria election in Biafra land. And by doing that, you are now waking up questions and discussion about the Nigeria unity. That is what we are talking about today. Because of this 5-day sit at home, a lot of discussion are coming up. The setup, renegotiation of Nigeria. So we cannot continue to shy away from the danger and the Goliath standing in front of us. All of you know how Afghanistan was run over by terrorist Taliban. It took them 20 years. Irrespective of whatever America pumped there. America pumped billions of dollars into Afghanistan. After 23 years, they ran over the government. They captured every weapon. And people were running in the airport, holding aeroplane, and our aeroplane was flying away. That is the condition that you see today. Nobody believed that it will happen. So what we are trying to tell you is that it has come to that point that we're going to do something differently. Ana say Buhari egu, Buhari honored. You said it. Yes. Buhari egu, I actually Buhari honored. So we want to do something different. If at the end of the day, after when next year the election come, Ndi Biafra succeed here, that we are going to seal Biafra land, no governor will be voted, no House of Representatives member will be voted. Let the Nigeria conduct the election in Nigeria state. Believe me, that is the highest rank on the wall of Nigeria. The international community will be there. Everybody is interested in Nigeria, considering the fact that Nigeria is a country of interest. And this particular disintegration of Nigeria has been predicted very long ago, because they know, even the British themselves, they say that Nigeria is a failed experiment. So why you who is at the receiving end, who is the victim, will continue to shy away from the truth? And those who summon not courage to fight, because somebody have to fight. Even in this Finland that you live now, everybody here is in Finland. You know the history of Finland War, the Finnish War, Cold War between Finland and Russia. If people in Finland, begin to say, oh, yeah, Russia is a big country, they had a weapon and everything, and they will say, okay, let us not fight, everybody's going to die. People died. Today you are enjoying it because the people of Finland have one mentality, one culture, and one goal, which is to progress. Immediately they left Russia, they're progressing, and this is one of the best countries in the world. So what I'm saying is that we have to make difficult decisions. We have to take steps that is very, very difficult in order for us to make difference. If Peter Obi want to become a president, he can come and become a president of whatever setup that we are going to have after 2023. Because once election did not hold, you can never validate Nigeria again. It will now spark everything that is possible to see a new arrangement of Nigeria or Biafra. What we are fighting for is not necessarily that you are going to have a Biafra. I have been saying it even in the public. But what we are fighting for is let us see that rearrangement. We need to renegotiate. We need people to understand that we cannot continue to be coward in our own country and become a victim while other people are playing the victim. The opportunity is here. This is the first time after Azikiwe and in those days where the three Wazobia was running for president. Now Peter Obi is there. We told you that Peter Obi is only coming for distraction. There is no way it is possible that Peter Obi is going to change anything. The Nigerian state is rotten. So how is he going to do it? The people at the Senate is bigger in number. Muslim. You see what is going on from the Abuja 1989 declaration. This is not just about emotion. This is not just about Peter Obi is gathering momentum. And let me shock you people today, because the intels we have, some of you don't have it. Peter Obi, you see gallivanting on social media and all that. Most of the people supporting him don't even have PVC. Is it that has Peter Obi gathered more crowd than Goodluck Jonathan? Is Peter Obi more courageous enough than Obasanjo? What is the effect of Obasanjo presidency? What is the effect of Goodluck Jonathan presidency? These are the things we should be looking at. We have opportunity now to make life better for our people. And we are going to fight it once and for all. So we are saying that these people have been making this decision for over 50 years. Let us make our mistake now. That's one mistake we want to do. And I understand that a lot of you are supporting Obi because Obi is an Igbo man and Obi's promised you that he's going to do this and do that. But remember, the same Obi is telling you, do not vote me because I'm Igbo man. Obi have not summoned courage to identify his ethnicity, while every other person running for the Nigeria president have done that. Tinubu recognized the Yoruba man, Atiku recognized the Fulani man, and there's nothing he can do about it. Atiku was in a conference where they were debating about the presidency. He attacked Autumn. He told Autumn, you cannot be calling Fulani a terrorist because I'm a Fulani man. Can Peter Obi do that? He cannot do that. That is to show you that even the running mate of Peter Obi will be more brutal than him because he's not in Nigeria, he's from Mauritania. So my people, all you should do now is that let us come together and understand that the only thing we can do for our children, the only thing we can do for our future generation is to fight for our freedom, because everybody, every state you are today, every country you are today in Europe, both from South Africa here, people fought without even looking back. Let us make this decision and let it be a mistake. Because if we make this one mistake, the world is not going to end. After all, Peter Obi have been making mistake. When Ojukwu handed over Anambra State to him, did he not disappoint Ojukwu? The history is there. Whether you believe it or not, this is a fact. So, what I'm trying to say is that we have decided, and the majority of Biafrans are with us. So let us make this mistake. Only this time. These people have been making mistakes for 50 years. This time around, we are going to make the mistake. It's going to be the youth. It's going to be these Biafra people after this mistake, we will sit on the round table and see how to discuss about the Nigeria. If that's what. Thank you. And remember, I'm just a spokesperson. That are, I'm just a spokesperson of their people. So I'm just in the mind of the average.
You see, okay, Nnamdi Kanu si court. On a brief interview.
Don't even go about that. How can you be talking about somebody granting interview in the court? Do you know that Nnamdi Kanu have not?
Because it was
question
okay, that interview or say that he is in because of Ndibo. That he will not be happy to see Ndibo killed. He will not be happy to see him. He repeated it a couple of times. So, saying all of us, I am Biafra. I am Biafra. Saying Nigeria. Biafra today. No, I got like here.
So what are you doing?
What I'm saying is that
what have you done?
There were hardship in Igbo land.
What have you done about it? What have you done about it?
Everybody can all work. Since we are
so allow me to do what I'm doing.
They can all work. So
what I'm doing.
Yes. Is there any way I get
I can't hear Belata at all. In fact, we are going to be increasing the volume until every person in this world we hear about. We are going to, you see this Biafra, this is the only time, this election is the only time that give Hopus or them the impetus to kill people. This is the only thing that give Soludo the impetus to kill Anambra State. This is the only thing that give the Nigerian army the power to be killing people in Ebonyi State. This is the only thing that gave Buhari the power to bring foreign Fulanis and local Fulani to Nigeria to kill us. So without this election, we are going to renegotiate again. That is the point I'm trying to make here. We must not validate them again. And when you talk, they tell you you have a representative. When you talk, they tell you you have governors. When you see that the governor has been caged. I was playing a program yesterday when somebody was asked, I don't know whether it's a Yoruba man or an Igbo man, was asked about, they were saying their right position against Ekpa. And he said that Nigeria is a fraud. That before he talk, he want to talk in a way so that they will not take away his PhD. When an old man is scared of saying the truth, so that Nigeria will not take his PhD certificate away from him, you see that you are in a very big mess. So somebody have to do it. We have come to understand that we can fight from afar, and that's exactly what we're doing. Because people in Nigeria are in cage. They terrorize them. When our women go to the street to protest, they kill them. When young men go to the street to protest, they kill them. Even when they did not protest, they come to their home and start going from one house to another, looking for our young men in the name of being a member of the Eastern Security Network. Why the Fulanis and the forest? They are releasing them in Abuja, granting them amnesty, marching them becoming still in DSS dungeon. So how do you, I don't know. What is the rationale of this? All these things that is happening here. Since you cannot fight, allow those fighting to fight and just pretend that it is time you just go one corner and watch us fight and liberate you. Because some of you are not man enough to fight. So allow those who want to fight to fight. Am I complaining of being tagged a terrorist? I am against killing Biafrans. I can never support the killing of Biafrans. That is why I put my life on the line. I condemn any killing, and the reason why we ask people to stay at home, it is not about people staying at home. What matters is that order came and some people stay at home. So for the fact that people actually stayed at home is a slap to the Nigerian government. So they have to do everything. And we said it several times. This is not the first time. They have killed our people before they sit at home. Our men were massacred at Ekpa. Even when Uchemefo was the deputy of Mazinam Kano was in prison. They killed our men in Ekpa. How many people here called for the kidnapping or killing of Uchemefo? Uchemefo asked people to go and protest. These are just what I'm mentioning Few of them. Gate was people were
because I didn't know here.
you know, you used to know. That is the part. That's the fact. So go ahead.
Ndị Igbo, we are now with Simon Ekpa. Ọ bụrụ wee nwere ajụjụ ka na-ajụ si ya jụwa.
Ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ Ekpa wo, why I na channel this all these things I name na Igbo land not? Why only Igbo land? Because these things sit at home, people na atari ahụhụ, and I emanat na ndị Igbo, most of ndị Igbo business, most of them were traders. So in order in as ndị Igbo nọ na home 5 days, how do you expect them to survive? Ụmụaka na-aga school. Why are we not challenging this whole things na not? I'm Charema.
Well, Imana, one thing is that our problem is that we only focus on things that are not important. It is this same that the Nigeria government asked to sit at home for 3 months during the COVID-19, while other governments were giving food to their citizens. The Nigeria government, these people that are telling you people now that Indigo are suffering, they had the food to give to them. They pack it in the store and lock it up. And that Indigo that you are shouting for now was dying. They were dying in hunger, although nobody died of hunger after 3 months. Nobody died. Say, hunger, I die of hunger. But yet, the politicians that are propelling you today to do what you are doing have the food. Not that they don't have it too. Not that it is their own money. They have the food. They went and packed this food in a warehouse. Lock it up. These are the people that come to show you how they love you today. So, my people, we have to pay price. There is nothing in this life that come with come easy. Even in this election you are talking about, election period, see the death, many deaths of our people. Every election, our people are killed. Every election. We are channeling it, but I'm just telling you the how. Of course, let me tell you how we are channeling it. Can I answer you now, please? There is noise.
Somebody should remove that noise.
So now, let me tell you how we are channeling it. Now, every time we have sit at home in Biafra land, mostly in the southeast and part of south of Biafra, it affects the government. That day, no motor will come from Abuja to southeast. That day, no tax revenue will be generated from Lagos to southeast. That day, no revenue will be generated from Kaduna to southeast. That day, no revenue will be generated from the airline, from anywhere in Nigeria to the southeast. That day, nobody will travel from any part of Nigeria to southeast. Do you know how much Nigeria is losing? Do you know how much the state itself are losing? You think when we say sit at home is about the average Igbo man, Biafra? No. You think when the governors are crying, it is about the average Igbo man? No. Go and check the revenue they generate every day. Calculate it. How much they generate from the how much they are losing every Monday. 4 good time in a month.
But Mr. Ekpa, sorry, but you are fighting for the Igbo people.
I'm answering
ihe na-ekwu aghọtara m ihe na-ekwu biko iwe we na gị abụ m onye Igbo abụ m onye Anambra bụ ihe na-ekwu fine aghọtara m your point now. You are starving the Nigerian government from revenue, which is quite understandable. But ihe prompt to this meeting but that for the fact that now in the people you are fighting for, just like that boy said, people you are fighting for,
that man.
Sorry, just like that man said, please, my apologies.
No problem.
People you are fighting for.
Who is talking?
People suffering.
Who is talking, please?
Oh, Chuk from Tampere. Chukwuwiki from Tampere.
All right.
Ndi na fight for. But ndi na for. Mua, for instance, you know how many people, name things. I always try to like. I know like he take his side. Abu money Igbo. And he ain't check Junju ebe this meeting worker. Ndị mmadụ na-ata afụ by. I commend you for what you are doing. Yes, one day sit at home is good, but I believe that here many people known at this forum Kita are trying to ask for, just to come straight to the point, is that they are trying to tell you, Can you be more lenient with these 5 days? I think that is the point many people are trying to convey. Can you be reduce it? Because this is December. This is December. Because everything in Finland, this thing in Finland, for instance, Agwasi, let everybody in Finland stay at home for 5 days. My brother, now we will feel the pain. We will feel the pain. You understand? So
my brother, ị gaa na Benue State na ndị nọ na IDP camp, ihe ha option ịnọ n'ụlọ for 1 month with apụl ma ha lachighi azụ na be ha na udo ga-adị, ebelivere m na ha ga-anọ 5 days. Ndị Igbo nọrọ n'ụlọ.
Biko onye dịka ị ike icheka Ekpa nsago the question.
I'm part of the meeting.
But no, I actually a question. I sabe the question. You have to wait.
Also at the meeting. I need learn at the meeting.
No, but if you take us, I am on the side.
Just like my brother said.
If we're going to know
the question.
No problem.
God is good. If you interrupt anybody here, I will remove you. You are not the
moderator.
I will remove you. You are not the moderator here. Just don't talk again.
Idiot. Take me off. Oh, be Naneku. Again,
if you see me in the street now, can you talk? Yes. Can you talk? Nonsense. So, go ahead.
Actually, I quite broke for dialogue. You get cool look down.
He's not moderating here, right?
He's not moderating.
Is he the only person here?
I broke for dialogue.
Please, somebody is talking. Go ahead and talk, please.
Enyere m ya point m chọrọ ikwu ka ọ leba anya towards that end.
You make a very good point, my brother. You make a very good point. And from that angle, you are right.
Yeah, now let me also address him. Like, you mentioned that, Chooks, you mentioned that the 5 days sit at home. We have already concluded the 5 days sit at home, okay?
Okay.
So now, of course, ended. Now, why this 5 days sit at home is very important is that conditioning the mind of our people to what is to come. Because Ukraine is at war. They are fighting for their freedom. Many countries, there are crises everywhere. People are not happy anymore. People want to be given the opportunity to rule themselves and govern and develop. It is about development. So we are not allowed to develop in Nigeria. And something has to be done. There is no way. You see, let me tell you, the suffering you see that is happening in Alebo now, if you don't do what we are doing today, it is going to be ×3 in the next 5 years. Is that what you want? So we must do something. And it is not going to be you are sleeping and somebody coming now. We have to do something. That's what we are doing. So we condition the mind of our people in case of next year, if something happens. Okay. You know that you have gone through this road before. The reason why we are having every Monday sit at home is 1, to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 2, is to remind the leaders in the Southeast that the masses are no longer with them. 3, is to make sure we demonstrate our readiness to leave Nigeria. 4, is to make sure that we tell the Nigerian government that they have lost territorial integrity of the Biafra, part of the Biafra land, that the people can no longer be controlled by the government. 5, is to also prepare them to the 3 days sit at home, which we have done in the past after the killing of 14 young men in Imo State. 7 is to prepare our people for this particular 5 days sit at home because they have been used to it. Then the next year, during this election, we may even have 2 weeks, believe me. And this one, let me tell you this one, by the time Nigeria declare war, you are not going to have a choice. In addition to what our brother said about the people in Benue, not only in Benue, there are different parts of people in Nigeria where people can no longer go to their place, where people are living in IDP camp, and Nigeria did not provide food for them. So I want us to understand that we cannot be conquered by these people. Otherwise, you will never have a place. Your children here in Finland will not have a place to go.
Hello.
Yes.
Akwa Biafra ka a na-eselu na-asụ n'Igbo.
They won because aka mo dị n'elu since so ka na-elekwa anya aka mo dị n'elu since biko na-elekwa na ya dị aka dị save ebe biko aka mo dị n'elu since biko
Kwube.
Maazị Ekpa, biko tighachi Obinna. Because all dialogue now, dialogue.
He cannot come here. He cannot come here and insult me. So please go ahead, Paul. We have.
They won. Konye shiri aza. Mweje gwagu. Ya konye ruo si na ọdrọnkọ. Ajụjụ m nwere bụ. In fact, m ebugo n'ụzọ kelee gị na ihe na-eme. Because ife ị na-eme bụ ife ji most of us, ife chọpụta most of us n'obodo Igbo a ka anyị ghara ịgbara asị ọsọ. Ile anya na mmadụ niile na-ebe a kịta adị nshọ isi awa apụtabago onye ọbụla n'isi. Isi awa ọbụrụ artificial. Ọ kwesịrị ịbụ ihe amamife. Ịghọtago? So ihe m na-ajụ bụ mma eji egbu agụ biko ka emo effort ya etinyekwu m ihe gbasara ka anyị nweta onwe anyị because nke mere eme a na-anụ ụdị and achọkwara m ịma ka ntu anyị si wee bịa na this meeting kịta a na-ajụ ajụjụ biko ekwechere m na ekwesịrị ịnọsị kedu ebe isi wee nwee ịchọrọ sọpọt ka anyị ama ka ebe esi wee na sọpọtụ gị ịghọtago so ihe a bụ ihe m chọrọ ịgbata o nwere more things ị nwere na your portfolio ga-eme ka ntu anyịzus wee na-anụ ụdị kịta and ntu onye ọbụla si a complain gbasara 5 days sit at home because mụ afọrọkwa ihe dị na 5 days sit at home after all your pastor ya sị gị mee fasting 2 weeks ọ nkwana ife ị ga-eme na that fasting 2 weeks dry fasting self without complaining ịghọtago na-echekwa miracle ị na-eche which you know that no make ọ ga-abịakwa self ịghọtago but ihe anyị na-ajụ bụ ntu anyị si wee nọrọ biko ka anyị were ofu obi wee na-eme ife nwanne gị na-eme ihe anyị na-eme kịta anyị emebeghị before bụ this two agitation as wee nọrọ ọ bụ no mistake anyị Maazị Samuel Ekpa go ekwu ọ bụ no mistake ofu mistake anyị ga-emego n'izizi ka anyị megoni na ka anyị fụgo the result of it mmadụ ada anọkọta si na ị na study chemistry na study physics without any experiment weta one compliment element mix ya wee nweta the result ịghọtago so ihe anyị nọ kịta bụ physical and more spiritually in our fight biko asịrị m ọnwụ ihe ọzọ ị nwekwuru mmụọ ka ihe ewetekwu ka anyị mara ka anyị si support gị ndewonu.
Thank you very much, Paul. Just like every other person here, like Apunamu, I know that before this P2B issue started, I know how this Apunamu have been, making comments and all that. I see some of their comments on social media. They don't even know. You see, one thing is that everybody here now can agree with me that the only reason why they are interested in stopping Simon Ekpa is because of P2B. Apart from P2B, all of them. Yes.
Actually, Simon, I have to say my own openly here. I will not lie. When I'm saying something, you know that I'm always straight. I am interested in this matter to tell you to calm down. Just because of what? Because P2B come out for the election. I cannot map with AG and around. That is my own interest. Because of what? Why is my interest? Because I see that although P2B across 50% of chances, Mama no nwere ebe anyị na that ibe na mana afọ no cross go mana nke anyị na-eme na ibe mwa ji we na-ekwu is because I know that we are going to achieve Biafra but not now. There is no how. I bodobodo ukwu isi chinye okwu enu na now a ga-emelili election na a ga-announce presidency and anyị ga-continue okwe and the president ga na oppress kwa anyị till this Biafra of 18 mana anyị nwere a little bit chance ka anyị malugodu maka na anyị mana anyị nwere chance. Things is not anyị nchari na ekwa stakeholder na Nigeria. Almost business enwere na
Simon. Listen, I know that is why what is happening now is what we call politically motivated things. Whatever.
No, if you call it that way, that means some politicians send us to talk to you.
No. It is not only when politicians send you to talk, you become politically motivated. That you have admitted now that the only reason you are doing this thing you are doing is because Nefrona P2B with potential. That is politically motivated. It doesn't mean that only you're going to make approach. You understand?
But Simon, have you forgot? Is it quick to forget Now, during the time of Anambra State election, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom you are following as a disciple, said there will be no election. There are some extent, he come to some level. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, okay, let's do election.
No, that is where you get it wrong. I am not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is
but at least you
listen now. I am not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most of the decisions that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made, not when he is inside, because as this inside now, he is not the one talking. Most of the decisions he made, like calling boycott of election and then calling it off, most of those decisions were also politically motivated pressure, because he don't have anybody around him to support what he's doing, to support his conviction. So when he see that he's left alone, what did he do? He will come out and announce it. And that is why they have taken this Biafra agitation for granted.
And are you now saying are you now saying that now you have people around you that you are not going back? And if we lose what we are doing now, and we lose even the election, and then these people enter when these people enter into the post.
Let me tell you, if we succeed that this election will not hold in the southeast alone and the other part of the south, believe me, Nigeria will not have president. Mark it.
I don't see the election not.
That's why we are different. That's why we are different.
It's impossible.
My opinion is different. Your opinion is different. I'm seeing this from a different angle.
Okay. That means even to come and the dialogue with you now.
Now, if you watch the social media now, not just social media, like Nigerian discussion. If you listen to the Nigerian media discussion, you find out that they are beginning to talk about confederation. They are beginning to talk about renegotiation. People are summoning courage because of this 5-day sit at home. It is the biggest stab in Nigeria's heart. So if we succeed next year, listen.
Jimmy, go ahead. Jimmy.
Ndị Igbo ndewo, ọ dị mma ka ịma dialogue na-adị mma, negotiations na-adị mma, ịkparịkọta nkata. Ma one of the things nakwa eseta ebe a ma anyị naghị enwe this kind of dialogue, we share ideas. Then ndewo agụ na ya maazị Ekpa, ana m ekele gị Chief Ekpa, ana m ekele gị ndị Igbo niile gbakọrọ ebe, ana m ekele o nwere ezi otu ihe m chọrọ ịjụ Ekpa, biko, na this particular issue na ihe ndị a na-ekwu, o nweghị otu enwere ike isi a na-ekwukwa, because o nwere sometime a na-ajụ one prominent business man na America si ya na kedu ihe merenụ o ji mgbe a na-asị ndị blacks a na-aga skuul a na-emegbu ha, ya sị na ya ga-agarịrị skuul ahụ ebe ndị ọcha na-aga skuul, na kedu otu o si succeed na business ya sị na because that na ya ghọtara that now if you want to change the system, you have to change the system from within, that now you have to go to that place ndị ahụ na-aga ka ị mata. And I'm not telling m na ya achọkwa ịrọta aka na ọ na-adịkwa mma mgbe ụfọdụ asị Bible kwuru na sow your seed in the morning, sow in the afternoon, sow your seed in the night, because ịmara nke ga-amụta nke ga-apịa. Dịkwanụ mma ọwụ that na yes strongly ndị Igbo ga na-fight, you are doing na-agbalị, but ọ dịkwahụ mma ịnọ a na-ekwu ihe ndị ahụ adịkwanụ silent, because ile anya ndị Hausa na ndị Fulani sometimes ha anaghị ekwu okwu ihe ndị ịma ndị Igbo na akwụkwọ onye Igbo pụta ihe ọbụla onye Igbo na-eme ndị Igbo baya ihe a na-ekwukwa na Peter Obi banyekwa na president, ọkwa ndị Igbo ga na-emekwa ya attack. Not so long ago mgbe anyị nwere senate president ndị Igbo, enwere change the president anyị senate president several times. So but na-asị ọ ga-adịkwanụ mma just sometimes dị silent ahụ ihe gbasara Peter Obi, then a na-ekwu okwu ihe ndị ọzọ a na-ekwu, hapụkwanụ ndị ahụ ka ha na-emekwa nke ha na-eme, na-ekwukwa okwu Peter Obi na-ebete, hapụ ị na-abọchasị ike ọ ga-adị rudu ịdịtụ silent about ihe gbasara Peter Obi, but onwe ihe ndị ọzọ ị na-ekwu nne ya na because amakwa m even Peter Obi anaghị ekwu okwu ya, ọ banyekwa as president onwe na onweghị ndị nakwa na onweghị like ndị Igbo na unite as ihe akwa maọkwanụ ndị Biafra na unite na-defend his cause. O nwere ike the position ebe ahụ dịrị shaky. So you have
one analysis in China now. The reason why I got melo down na Peter Obi. Now, Peter Obi only come as a distraction. That is how we see him. You may see him differently, and that is why we are human beings. Now, you can agree with me that at least, let me not say 90%, but 50% of people here who are supporting P2B today were supporting Biafra before P2B emerged. So it is a distraction on the Biafra struggle. It is not like they believe in Nigeria as well. They only say that, okay, now, no logo on Kendi, now P2B Aputago, let us. Most of the crowd you think P2B is gathering today, most of them don't have PVC. Most of them come to support P2B because of our activities on Biafra restoration. So it was what motivated them. In order to stop this Biafra, let us put our support on P2B. Does not mean that they are not going, they are going to vote him. Some of them don't have PVC. And that is what we are trying to let these 50% of people here supporting P2B to understand that all these things are scam. They are never respecting Igbo in Nigeria. And any opportunity for Nigeria to cheat Igbo, they have cheated them. They will continue to cheat them tomorrow. They will cheat them next tomorrow. And this P2B also is going to be cheated. We don't want to take that mistake again. Let us do something differently this time. Because every person here have supported me. At least not every one of you, but majority of you supported me before P2B emerged. So why do you think that because you have supported our activities, and for that reason, we give Biafra agitation a momentum that compel many Nigerians to come and start running around P2B without PVC? Do you think me? How do you think I will come and, after knowing these things that most of you don't know, I will come and say, okay, let P2B go when I know it's not going anywhere? And even if he goes somewhere, how is it going to change the system? How is it going to change the structure of Nigeria? Where Fulani have to hijack everything? This is what people should be talking about. Tell me how P2B is going to change Nigeria. The system itself. Is he going to create 50 states in the south? And if he's going to
Because,
excuse me.
Excuse me,
Because one natural can go first, because.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I can do
Okay,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Because Zoom, I'll make a long novel. I'm Kennedy.
They don't know from where?
I'm Kennedy, I'm Tampere. I'm chairman in the Tampere, in the Bona Tampere.
Go ahead.
So one name walk Mazi Simon. Actually, made you get two questions because in most of one question after these any orders, after these orders now they're from you as sister at home orders. And then this thing has been going on. I commend you. It's not even you that started it. Then we mustn't Nandikalo started it, and it's been going on. But my concern, why is it that whenever this sit at home orders, probably people that need some conveniences to live, people who couldn't, whom that that they were almost at the point of they have to get what they need, maybe to live that particular day. And at the end of the day, that's at the end of the day, when they go out to get that, they never came back. One of my questions is, who is perpetrating these killings? These killings, is it our people killing our people, or do you have evidences that these killings were done by the Hausas or Fulanis? That is one question I want to cover, because it angers me. I'm not happy about it. If we can find another way to address the issue, if that no, our people shouldn't be killing our people. I give them the money. When they gonna support the they gonna life till Biafra. Then if we keep killing each other like this, is there no other way to say to enlighten, that's to enlighten these people more than killing them? Even when they violate
You want to go the sit-at-home order, the so-called sit-at-home order that came from you, especially, and they violated it, and then why must they be killed? Do they have to be killed? That is one question. Then another one.
I don't know how many questions you want to ask me now that I have to answer you immediately. Can I address the one?
No, it's just two. It's just two.
So can I?
Another one. Yes, this one. Came before one. The second one with this thing. Come ways here ever since Mazin Nandekalo is kind of okay. He's in the custody of DSS. We don't hear so much from him. We don't hear. There seem to be that's ndị Igbo na na otu na-agbazikwa ọzọ ama na-agba ọzọ na in the IPOB family. We don't know what is going on. That sometimes any information or if you hear information or order from you, there seems to be another set of IPOB who comes to counter the order. You know, proving or kind of saying that this one is what we should abide to, and not this one. Why is IPOB under shambles? Why is IPOB under that's disorganized? Is that not telling you something that at the end of the day, even when we get this Biafra, South Sudan will be better than us? By the time South Sudan saying, okay, stop fighting, let me peace. Maybe some of us, including you and I, must have been dead. Because it might take many years, 20 years. I don't know how old you are now. Maybe you're young, but it might take 20 years or 25 years that most of our people will be maimed, refugee. This thing is not going to cost. Why is it like this? Why can't we try to unite? Why can't IPOB unite?
The question.
Why can't IPOB unite so that we get others and we know that it's coming from IPOB? We know which one to follow. That's it.
Yeah, thank you very much. You said that you talked about the people that are killing Biafrans during the sit-at-home, those who are hungry and they want to go and find what they eat. We've made it very clear and I've explained it here. Nigeria government agents, both the state actors and their non-state actors are responsible for killing our people in order to sabotage the sit-at-home. And because they are doing that, we can't stop the sit-at-home of Biafra people in the quest for our freedom. We can't stop it because they are killing our people, because with or without sit-at-home, they are killing our people anyway. Now, the last sit-at-home that you see that witness killing of Biafrans, you see that Nigeria police was part of the killing, and it is in the news. So if that is why you must, before you delve into these issues, you must make sure that you get yourself acquainted and you be conversant with what is going on. It is in the news that Nigeria police and the security agents were part of those who were enforcing the sit-at-home. This is not the first time. One of the DSS agents that was killed by the Nigerian army enforcing this sit-at-home while Mazin Namdekano was still here with us was a DSS officer. He was shot dead. He was enforcing this sit-at-home. So this is not just, so if you pretend that you don't know this is what I'm saying now, it means that you are not be following up or you are not being truthful to yourself. The issue of that if we get Biafra, we're going to kill each other. You are living in Finland here. Do you know the history of Finland? Do you know that after Finland fought Russia and liberated themselves, they fought civil eternal war? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you have to tell me that you know now, so that if you don't know, I will tell you that they fought the internal war, civil war in this country.
I don't know about that.
You see, that is the point. So it is always good for us to know the history of the country we are living in, so that when you stand your ground and talk what you know. This Finland all of us are enjoying today. They did not only fight Russia. After fighting Russia, they got independent. They had to now come internally and they fought each other. Internal war between red, white, or whatever they call them. They fought brutal internal war. At the end of the day, they come together and say, hey, this is not going to continue. Let us move forward. What you see happening to Igbo today is being manipulated by the Nigeria system. And the military will leave Nigeria. we are going to have a system that will correct those things. It may not be automatic, but believe me, it is going to be corrected. And the issue of a counter order and countering order is that after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, we found out that people conspired. There are people that are inside. There are people that are close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that see that he was kidnapped and facilitated that kidnapping. Because without an internal person, without an insider, nobody will know where he was, and nobody will know how to kidnap him. So at the end of the day, those people that facilitated his kidnapping, for whatever reason we do not know, but at least we have identified one of them, which is the lawyer called Barrister Ejiofor. Ejiofor confessed in an interview granted to him by Dr. Damage. He confessed that in the insecurity, there are insecurity in the Southeast. And people just like you people are gathering now, contacting me. There are people in the world, Biafrans in the world, we are calling him Ejiofor, Ejiofor, Ejiofor. If there is insecurity, for people to start calling Ejiofor, it means they have already sentenced IPOB to be responsible of this security in the Southeast. Otherwise, on what ground would they be contacting Ejiofor? Is Ejiofor a security expert? Is Ejiofor a security personnel? Is Ejiofor, what does Ejiofor have any security training for people to be contacting him about this security in the Southeast? So after Ejiofor admitted having been contacted by many Biafrans all over the world, he went into action. He started having meetings with the governors how to stop the insecurity. He started having highly sensitive security meetings with the Southeast governors. He started attending meetings with the security agents, with the military, with the police, with the DSS, and he confessed it on live television, on interview with Dr. Damages, which I have actually analyzed. So after all this, during the time Ejiofor was traveling to the east, having these security meetings, they started killing ESN commanders, which means Ejiofor have actually, according to him, identified that the cause of the insecurity is the ESN, because the military started killing young men just because of the setup of the Eastern Security Network. They have never gone after the Fulani kidnappers and the killers that are killing our people in Biafra land. Rather, they go after the Eastern Security Network. They hunt for them everywhere in the forest. So because of that, the insecurity created. And then you see the unknown gunmen begin to bomb police station and all that. This have been there for years now, since 2020 after the NSAS. So this particular unknown gunmen, nobody know what motivated them. But we know that I think after the NSAS that this unknown gunmen started, if I remember very correctly. NSAS was on the 2020 October or something. So it was after that unknown gunmen started. So now, the issue of giving order and counter order is that we that are involved in this Biafra agitation have information that many people don't have. And it is not every information we release to the public. So having noticed that the people who facilitated the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did it in order to end Biafra, in order to continue to subjugate Ndi Igbo you people are talking about now to slavery in Nigeria, we went into action to make sure that this Biafra agitation and the plight of Ndi Igbo did not die. It is because of that made people to begin to support P2B. If we did not rise up to defend the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra agitation, nobody will be talking about it now, and nobody will support P2B because Nigeria government will believe they have defeated Biafra. So you will not even summon courage to support P2B because you don't have the
Master Borges say so now.
Uh-huh.
Master Borges is one them. But even you, even as
address you, please.
Because just one chip
because
even as we are,
can I address you?
Go ahead.
Now, if we did not do what we did by making sure we pick it up from there, by now you will not even summon the courage, because this particular multitude of people that are following P2B without PVC will not do it. These Bini people and all these comedians in Facebook that are supporting P2B because of Biafra will not do it, but because they see that the idea of kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not work again. So they have to do something. And some of them are being sponsored. Now, why we are giving this order is to make sure that the legacy and the restoration of Biafra become our only goal. As you are planning to vote, we are planning to exit. And so for that reason, when we give order according to what we have been doing in the past, they counter it. Now, the question you should be asking yourself now is that, why are they countering order they did not give? Did we say that the one who give the order? It's because the Nigerian politicians who have corrupted them, hijacked them, will be the one because they feel they have the power to counter the order, but they don't know that Biafra have left them because they continue to deceive them. You know that before Anambra election, listen, before Anambra election, money were paid before they canceled that election, before they canceled that seat at home, that they threatened 1 week sit at home, the IPOB leadership. And money was paid, which we have evidence. And I have made a program on that. They confessed of receiving 40 million naira to cancel, to write a letter, say they have canceled the sit at home. So now we pick it up from there. And then each time we order something, they counter it. So the question is, the people that are countering it, why do they counter it? The people that are telling people to come outside, that are going to be protected, why are they countering it? Why did they not?
Yes.
That is the question.
That's the listening. Because just 1 minute. Just take 1 minute of it. Nnamdi Kanu used to do this thing when he was free. Now broadcast of what is now I met people acquaint. Let me tell you honestly, from my own side, what motivated this call or this dialogue that they want to dialogue with you. I would like you, or maybe it's not an order because because refuse email or get me. But I told him now that and every other person, including everybody that is in this forum, including those that are not in this forum, in this news today, that even you as a person, because now or IPOP or I'm on a boss, that now you has been also been bribed or been by Nigerian government into intentionally disorganize Biafran land, to intentionally put chaos in the Biafran land so that even Obi Obi wouldn't make a headway. Will you deny that before all the members, all these people, will you swear with whatever that is very, very important to you that you have never you will never be involved in such a thing?
Before you finish, if I have ever discussed with anybody about destroying an Igbo or disenfranchising P2B for somebody else to win, let me know 1st January 2023.
That's one.
But another thing, if I have ever collected money from anybody, not just from anybody in the name of destroying Igbo so that somebody will become a president, let me not also see the 1st of January 2023. If I have ever discussed with Tinubu, discussed with anybody close to Tinubu, or even contacted anybody that have anything to do with Tinubu and discussed about how to disenfranchise P2B in the name of, let me not see the 1st of 2023. If I have
thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've had everything I want to leave this Zoom because I have somebody that
Kennedy, wait, don't leave.
Everybody will if I have ever spoken with Umahi, like in my life, if I have ever spoken with Umahi in my life, let me not see 1st of January 2023. Because some of you don't know who are, you people just because we are in Finland. I know my principles. I know what I do. If I have ever spoken with Umahi or that Umahi contacted me, or Umahi gave me 1 naira for anything, let me not see 1st of January 2023. But if all these things they are accusing me, and some people are those people who carry this news, and some people, some of you that are believing it here, I will not say that I'm not going to say that people are going to die, but God deal with everyone here who are now crucifying me because of
Go
ahead.
Because don't put your camp where we were time on.
Because try on can try mute on one because noise is too much. Because mute because
go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, because before actually Kennedy some direction chairman of the Tampere.
It's not the IPOB did this scattered. They told him IPOB did this scattered. Try a call on William okay, the joy again what happened to IPOB, the whole world. Then I won't now get answer. You can get back to me privately. Then I'll download you. Count one. Chairman, then we two things in mega here. Mazi Kisley ABC trying direction. But if you got to the notification about this meeting actually hold it tomorrow, you can hold the anger, the venom, the AG did that letter. AG did that notification or that circular for that meeting. And when Simajo Kingsley, chairman in Dibu, Mazi Samuel could hear that now you couldn't even consult him or be in contact with him being about this particular thing before pushing out this circular to the media. And that I picked a point there. Why didn't you reach him? The time with this dialogue now. Or when you reach earlier, and with such dialogue, maybe the whole world, Finland. But all the very wrong. Or when you reach here, you push this notification out there to the public. So, which is very, very wrong. It's totally unacceptable and condemned. Then, election or no election in Nigeria. After 2019 election, everybody P2B and Atiku won that 2019 election. But due to the Atiku stage manager in Nigeria, then full Ndibo came out massively. We voted Atiku and P2B, hoping that the Messiah Adego. But as we all can see what transpired, at the end of the day, Funane played the card, we record the vote, to Buhari win election, and that is where we are today. And the same mistake again, the kind of repeat it again. Now this present day, after our many times of bad experience, are we going to continue this way? Before now, the kind of that in nothing like 2023 election. But I'm surprised, because of big potters, the guys in London, and any advice for distraction. Nobody asked, why did he left PDP? Meeting in London with our slave masters, who is not back to Labour Party. As I'm talking to you today, Mazi Kingsland like this maka election, good and fine. But Kingsland is na target and they begin a Libo, the case when a Libo, on I refer to Simon Ekpa. This is the two different things here now. And up at the same direction, Kennedy Nagakwana that any cures, every mad, because Simon Ekpa the brother, he did not do and which all Magama believe what to believe. So
my brother, one minute more, because I'm coming.